Man, Drake just filed like the worst lawsuit I've ever seen, bro. It's almost like laughable just how insane this lawsuit is, and it's kind of sad as well, bro. Like, what is Drake really even doing, bro? Drake's recent deformant lawsuit against UMG and Kendrick Lamar over "Not Like Us" marks a significant low in his career, showcasing his inability to accept defeat in the rap game. He just doesn't understand that he took an L, and bro, it's just kind of sad that he doesn't process that. He's just not him anymore. Like the Drake era is good as gone now, man. Like so if he were to drop a project with no label, he would sell less than 300K first week. I'd even say maybe 150K first week. Even look at Uzi, his most recent project, Eternal Take Two. He sold 59K first week with no label support. Mostly just because he's kind of switching labels and just a lot of different situations. The product wasn't that good. The project just wasn't really it. Like it was just such an all over the place project. So for Drake going against UMG, the label that was backing Kendrick and Drake, that's just not really a smart move in my opinion. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the lawsuit that he actually filed. Drake has filed a defamation lawsuit against UMG, and Kendrick Lamar is Not Like Us. And Not Like Us was just such a hit song, bro. Drake just doesn't understand that the song's like a poppin' track, and he's just delusional, man. He's just straight up delusional in his own little bubble, and he just can't really accept the L. It's just super sad, bro. Let's just talk about some of the public backlash, because the public backlash has been, man, people are turning against Drake, and I never really thought I would see the day that this would actually happen, and it's here, man. Drake has been on top for over 10 years. Started like 15 years ago. And looks like it's officially over for Drizzy Drake. I mean, not his career necessarily, but him being the man. He's just not cultured like that no more. Now, the move has drawn widespread criticism in, just technically labeling Drake as kind of a sore loser. You know what I mean? Let's just talk about the 81 pages of claims. The lawsuit is packed with 81 pages attempting to discredit Kendrick's work and portray Drake as a victim. And I just really hate when Drake plays that whole victim card when, he has the Jewish backing as well. He's just been lucky and gifted with running with the machine for so long. And right when it kind of switches up on him, he starts fighting back at UMG. It's kind of hard to respect that in just so many different senses. Like, is Drake delusional? Probably. Does he have a big ego? Humongous ego. You know what I mean? But he's just got to accept the L, bro. And I just hate how he's playing the victim card when you're getting so much help from UMG. Like I was saying earlier, like you wouldn't sell over 200K without a label. UMG practically bred Drake into how big of an artist he really is. You know what I mean? So you just can't be going against that. You know what I mean? He's gonna be pulling a Michael Jackson and potentially, potentially pass away or something like that. I don't know, man. Just let's just talk about how this is super anti hip hop. Like it's just so anti hip hop, bro. Like you literally decided to go into a rap battle, both making up lies for each other. Then you go ahead and claim that Kendrick is getting more backing, UMG is ruining his career. That's just straight up some sucker shit. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing around that. Like it's just a solid, straight on facts, humongous L. There's like no ads or buts or whatever, bro. It's a huge L. And I was wanting to mention Drake's past situations are just not really aligning with the claims that he's doing. He's super hypocritical. It's just so hypocritical, bro. And just to hear Drake is pulling this type of shit, I don't know what kind of chess game he's trying to play, but it's not really computing in my perspective, man. Let's just talk about some of the legal overreach. Drake's use of legal actions to address artistic rivalry makes it a dangerous precedent, threatening the creative expression of all artists. And so many people thought that he was doing it for the artist, but the reality, Drake was just doing it for himself, which really sucks, man. He was just doing it for himself, and it's just straight up not okay, it's not cool, and man, I just don't respect it, man. Let's just talk about the misinterpretation of the art. The lawsuit reflects a misunderstanding of rap as an art form, where lyrics are often required as interpreter rather than literal analysts. So he's like I don't like I think Drake is really just trying to do some weird chess moves, but it's just not really making any sense. So many people thought he was for the artist. He's obviously just for himself, man. And in my opinion, I think this is just a huge cultural portrayal. Some people claim that Drake was raised by a Jewish woman, that he was never really black. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but I will say he's probably never really part of the culture to begin with. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think Drake is just more of a pop star that's able to rap. And like I said before, man, I think Drake makes better music than Kendrick Lamar is amazing. But like music to vibe to, Drake all day. So let's just talk about how Drake is changing the game. Drake's action could alter how future beefs are handled in hip hop, potentially discouraging artists from engaging in lyrical battles. Yeah, like if you're gonna start suing people over a rap beef, you just kind of lost the sauce on what rap really is, man. Like, is this a game of, are you gonna sue someone because they said something over a track? This is not hip hop at all, man. It's kind of sad to hear that like we may never get like a big beef like this again, just because he's acting super soft about losing to Kendrick Lamar and not believing that he lost. Make it make sense, bro. I would like to say I feel like Drake's legacy could potentially be at risk for this. You know, these crazy accolades, you can't take that away. He's been the most streamed artist of, most streamed rapper of all time. I think the most streamed artist of all time. Super consistent. So you can't really discredit that. But legacy wise, in the culture, I think that could be up for raps, bro. I think that could be potentially over. Which kind of sucks to say, but may actually just be facts, bro.